Okay, we will start the recording. Now, yesterday we started the component by just changing the component label, page label in the component structure. If you look at our page, this is our page. Okay, in this page, whenever you try to open it, it will display only one page. That means this is your component. In the component, you have see only one page. But in the delivered, peoples have delivered. If you see, there is a chance to see more than one page. Here, if you open, there is a chance to see more than one page. This is a component. Biographical details a page, contact information a page, regional information is a page. But observe very carefully. In the biographical details, person ID, contact information, person ID and person name, regional person ID and person name. In each and every page, level 0 is common. Why? Because on what basis you entered into the component? Level 0 information. Employee information. That means level 0 is always common here. Now, coming to our component. I would like to build one more page in my component. As like as the delivered. Yes, I would like to build one more page in my component which will display the salary information of my employee. Compensation information. Compensation information is 100%. It purely depends on the employee, not on the dependent, not on the other. Then salary information is a child of employee. Employee can do multiple jobs. For each and every job, he can get multiple salaries. Then, whenever I am trying to create a page, first of all, I would like to create a record. I already told you it's a child of employee table. Here, the employee ID I'm dragging and drop from the employee table. Here I am adding my salary tables, salary fields information. Job code. This is the field. Next. Okay, salary. Next. Allowance. Amount. Next. Gross amount. Here. Salary, allowance amount and gross amount. In my salary table, I would like to make job code as a key. It's a SQL table. Just build it as a salary table. Now build it. Whenever you modified an object with the help of build, please try to query the object and make sure object was perfectly built as per expectations. Now I am going to create a page. I'm going to create a page. In this page, I would like to display the salary information. Before that, I am moving from one page to another page within a component. In the front end, here one more page will come. Here is the biographical details, next page is the salary details. Whenever I am moving to the salary details, I would like to display employee ID and employee name to avoid the confusion which employee salary we are looking into the page. Now, employee ID and employee name. But in the salary information page, these two fields I am not going to give any editable option for my user. Then double click it, go to the use tab, display only. That means we are making it as read only, the name field also. Next, as simple as that, we know how to place a level 1 scroll area. Level 1, display title, salary information on job board. Now open the salary table and place the salary information here. Job code, salary, amount, allowance amount and the gross amount. I would like to change this label. Let's say basic salary. Allowance amount is okay. Gross amount also I would like to change it as gross amount, not invoice amount. Just check all the informations are there. Employee and name in the level 0, all the remaining are in the level 1. Now save your page. Salary page we created. Next, Venkat, what we have to do? Yes, I'm going to add the salary page into the component. We successfully saved it. Now just make sure it has a meaningful label. Okay, we are done. We added a new page to the component. Now I am getting it out. Is there any need to register the component again? Is there any need to register the component again? Anyone can answer this question?
Yes, we need to register the component.
Yes. Right? Both of you are saying yes. What is the meaning of registration? You are registering your Gmail account. You're registering your Gmail. That means the very one-time activity. Signing up. Once you signed up, you would like to change it, any profile settings or something, you will change it. Then, why are you registering again and again and again? No. Here also the same. You already registered. In the register component information, what we did, we added component to a menu, we added component to the portal registry. That means we added a component to the front end. Why we need to add again and again? No, it's not required. It's already added. But Venkat, whenever I'm adding a new page to the component, is there any checks we have to perform? That's if you are asking that question, yes. I need the permission list where you registered this component. Venkat, how can I know about it? You know this page. Otherwise, you can get it from the portal link, the component name. This is the component name. I need menu name. Here you can get the menu name in the portal link. In my system, it is not working, but maybe in your system, Control J. Control J will work generally. In my system, it is not working. But in your system, you are using Internet Explorer, it will work. Then, but where can I find the permission list? Here in the portal link, we can't find the permission list. Now, go to this navigation, main menu, people tools, portal, structure and content. You can find your structure and content in the folder. This is your structure. Edit it. This is your content. In the content, you can see the menu name, component name, and in the security, you see your permission list. That means, observe carefully, you registered a component in the permission list under the menu name, administrative base benefits. The component is, this is the one. Now, go to the security and open the permission list by clicking on view definition. page, administer base benefits is our menu, edit the components. Where is our component? Here is our component. Edit the pages. Have you observed? Compensation is not authorized. The first page is authorized. Why? Because by default, the first page we registered with the component. Later on, we added compensation. Now I have to provide the authorization to display the compensation in the front end. Otherwise, it won't display. Whenever we give in the authorization to the compensation page, then it will display for us. Click on OK. Click on OK. Save it. That means you made a change in the permission list level. In real time, Venkat, what we have to do? Do we have any complete access for this permission list? No. Sometimes I can say no. But in the development environment, yes, you have. But in the target environments, you have to give a clear information to the DBA. Yes, I did it, something like this. I added a new page to the component in the permission list. Please provide access to this page. Sometimes, yes, it may require. Then, yeah, stuck. Please go ahead.
Where is the administer base benefits menu here?
Here?
No, I mean on the portal.
Here?
Under the main menu?
No, that's what I'm saying. If you have any confusion in the portal, that means in the portal link you have any confusion, then go to this navigation, people tools, portal, structure and content. In the structure and content, you know, right? Where is your component? You know.
Oh, okay. So it's not like how we created the folder training, Gita training. You don't see that application administer benefits menu like that.
No. What I'm trying to say, in your structure and content, where you created a folder, right? Generally, you created the folder. Then now, within your folder, there is a component, right? Earlier, there is no folder. That's why you created a folder in the structure and content. Now, in the structure and content, yes, you can view your component, right? Whenever you click down the folder, it will open and it will display how many components are there. Okay, one component. Okay, it will open the component. You will open the component. That means component is nothing but how you placed the component in the folder under the menu, under some link of portal registry, under a security of permission list. Am I right? Every information you will find over there. That is called content reference. The link is called content reference.
So when we were registering this component, we selected menu as administer base benefits, right? So on what basis? Yeah. So on what?
Add this component to your menu. We are giving 3 options at the time of registration. If just for our test scenario, I suggested you to add the component to this menu. In real time, if you are creating a new component, 100%, they will guide you generally. I need this component in this folder or in this area, right? Generally, they will guide you. Then, first of all, if there is already some components available in the folder, then try to find out under which menu the component is registered. Use the menu here. Let us say menu name is also like this: GEE underscore customization, GEE underscore custom underscore menu. That's it. Some new menus also we can create.
Okay, so we can give last question, sorry.
Our own menu name.
Okay, good. So it doesn't have to be any meaningful, or it doesn't.
It doesn't.
I mean, of course, meaningful.
It's not required to give a delivered menu name. You can create your own menu. and you can use it.
Okay, good.
Okay. That means if you are in a confusion, how to find out a permission list? Why? Because maybe I created the component, not you. Now you are working on the component. Now you don't know under which permission list, under which menu you component registered the component. I registered the component. Then, simple way, go to the people tools, portal, structure and content. Here I can find the navigation of the content, what I'm looking. My navigation is here. This is my component I'm looking for. Click on edit. Here you will find each and every information. Under this menu, this component is registered. Under this component, this is the component name. Under this, security. Now you got my point? Both of you?
Yes.
Nice. Now go to the component. Now you can see. Yes, the second page is also there. Compensation. Have you observed? Employee ID and name both are read-only. Those are not editable. Those are read-only. Job code. Job 1, basic salary 2000 something. Now save it. Now query it. Employee under the job 1, he is getting the salary. Like this, you can add multiple pages in the component. All the multiple pages you can see here. Venkat, I would like to hide my salary page. Simply, you can click on this hidden button. No need to write any code. But it will hide for each and every user who are accessing this component. Now there is no visibility of salary page. Now, what is this component? Component contains the business logic developed by you so far. Component holds the business logic developed by you so far. Yes. Why? Because have you observed one thing? We created number of objects, fields, records, pages, but without component we can't move to the portal. It will carry the business logic developed by a developer and it will try to display the business logic in the front. Now, component has also two tabs as like as the page, layout and order. Here also definition and structure. Definition tab will display how many pages are there in a component. Yes. How many are visible mode or how many are in hidden mode. Go to the structure. This is the structure what you developed within the page. But it's a consolidated structure of a component. This is the component. This is the search record. Level 0, employee table. Level 1, dependent table. Have you observed? In your component, 3 level 1s are there. But this has no child, this has no child. But it has child. Level 1 has level 2, level 2 has level 3. This is the structure of the component. Even you don't know how I build the component, what are the levels I used. Then simply you can go to the structure and you can understood, okay, what are all the levels I build within the component. Now, go to the component properties. It's a very definition tab and it's a very common definition tab and comments tab. You can add your comments. Use search record. What is search record? we are already using from the very first session. Search record, it will help us to search the database with the help of search keys. If you are not providing any search keys in the search record, then there is no search page display in front of us. The very first session, we worked on it. We have not given any search key in our search record, then there is no search page display. It will take us directly to the component. Next, add search record. What is add search record? We have two tabs in our front end. We have two tabs, find and add. In both of the scenarios, I am saying it will search. It will perform the search. Generally, what people will think, find means search, add means add. In the add also it will search. Here, one second. In the add also it is searching for a value what you entered. Yes, that is searching. It is said. Just now it said it has already exists. How it will know? How it knows it already exists? It is searching in the database based on a search key. Now, in the add mode, I would like to perform a different kind of search. To find out the unique values. Then, yes, you can do it. You can give that particular search record, you can create a search record and you can use it. Very occasionally, even 100%, you won't find any add search record option in the delivered components. The next important stuff is the actions. Actions, 4 actions, very important stuff. Yesterday we discussed about the processing modes in the component. How many processing modes are there? 2. Default processing mode, interactive processing mode. Here today, we are going to discuss about the component action modes. Processing modes, 2. Action modes, 4. What are the actions? Add, update display all, and correction. 4 actions. Listen carefully, it's very important stuff we are going to discuss now. It's very important. Now, whenever we created a component, add and update display, we have not checked manually. At the time of component creation, we have not checked it manually. Automatically it is displaying. Whenever I unchecked the add action in the component level, what will happen? Let's see. What happened? Add is disabled. There is no add any value. Yes, there is no add any value. Then Venkat, what we can do? Just we can check the existing data. We can modify the existing data. That's it. There is no option to you to add a new value. Venkat, is there any delivered component available in that particular scenario? Yes. Job information, job data. See, there is no add a new value. This is different. Find an existing value, add a new value. Add a new value is missing here. Why? Because they are not allowing to add. They are not allowing you to add a new row of data by using this component. Can we check the data? Yes. We can modify the data? Yes, but we can't add the data. Why? Because add is disabled in your component properties. Now, I am unchecking update display. Have you observed? We can't update the data. Even we can't see the data already stored in the database. Hey Venkat, already 01 is there. But have you observed? In the earlier search, 01 displaying the details. 01 List box details. Now it is not showing even the list box details. Forget about the full details. It's not showing. It's not showing the list box details also. But you can add the data. 100% you can add the data. These two are the add and update display. Okay. Now, what about the remaining two? What about the remaining two? What are those? Update display all and correction. To explain that, I need to explain one very, very important concept in the PeopleSoft, effective date. Now, observe carefully. Date. No, sorry, not serial number. Let's take employee ID. Date, location. Okay, employee number 1. Okay, let's say ABC01. Employee, he was in 2015 USA. Let's say take India. Next, the same employee, 2016 USA. The same employee, 2017 Canada. What's happening? ABC01, the same employee, 2018, again in USA. The same employee, April 15, 2018, India. Now, look at the data. Please try to look at the, first try to understand the data. Now, look at this data and tell me now where employee located right now. Where employee located right now?
USA.
How do you say?
India.
Right now is in India. Sorry.
Right now he is in India. Okay. Based on what?
Based on the date in front of India.
Okay. What is this date?
It could be that he will be in India from.
Date is very old. It's 1/1/2018 USA. So he is located in USA. Because 15th is not date.
Future date, right? It's
Future
not,
date.
The date is not yet triggered, right? Even though it is close to the system date, but it is not yet triggered. It's a future.
Yeah.
Am I right, Geeta? At present, where he is in USA. Am I right, Geeta?
Yes.
This is the current situation of the employee. Then what about the remaining history, right? History information of the employee. What about these two? Future. Simple. If you are asking me a question, Venkat, what is the use of effective date in PeopleSoft? Effective date will segregate the rows. Effective date will maintain the data in the PeopleSoft database in the current, history, and future formats. Venkat, you are proudly saying this much of loud. Effective date will maintain the data in these 3 formats. But simply by looking at the date, I can also decide what is current row, what is history, and what is future. Yes, you are absolutely right. Then what is the use of effective date? Here you are deciding, right? Got my point? You are deciding manually. Current, history, future. But effective date, if you are using effective date in your table and component, it will decide what is current row, what is history row, what is future row. Now coming to the action modes, very, very important. Please listen carefully. Any doubt, just interrupt me. Add mode is common. Add mode don't interrupt you anywhere. Update display all, and correction will play a crucial role here. That's why I'm adding these three. Update display all, correction. These three modes are three different modes available in our component. Each and every mode, how it will behave if it's a effective date. It's not a date. Now imagine it's an effective date. If you are in update display mode, you can display the current data, you can display the future data. You can modify only future. If your component is in update display mode, you can modify only future, but you can display current and future. Venkat, in update display all, you can display all types of rows. You can display all types of rows, but here also you can modify only future. In the correction mode, yes, in the correction mode, you can display any type of row, you can modify any type of row. 100%. Now I can confirm you both are in a little confusion by looking at the sheet. That's why what we will do, we will go ahead and create a component based on this structure, a new component. Forgot about our old component, new component, new project. We will try to create a new record. Whenever you are creating a new record, which is an effective dated record, I proudly say it's an effective dated record. Simply add your fields, employee ID, effective date, location. These three are our fields. Now, in this table, I would like to maintain employee ID and date are effective dated. Key, search key. Employee ID, I make it as key and search key, list box item. Observe very carefully. Whenever I try to make effective date as a key, it's already a key. This is the PeopleSoft behavior. I have not made it. Effective date is a key. It's already a key. It's a descending key. It will maintain the data, percentage date, default value. Have you observed? These three infos. These three infos.
Venkat,
Uh-huh.
so how is it already a key? I mean, effective date can...
Decided. Effective date you are using in a record, it's always a key.
So it's a unique value always?
That's it. Here, all are unique values, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because over here, the logic says that a person cannot be at two locations at the same day.
I will explain you each and everything.
Okay.
Now, okay, let's try to save this component, record first. Effective date, location table. Okay, locations. Okay. Now, build it. create the table. Simply run the query, effective date, location. What was that? EFFDT location. Okay. Okay, table was created without any data. Now, I'm going to create a page. But observe carefully, in this page, I would like to maintain this employee can have multiple locations based on this effective date. Whenever you are trying to use the same record in level 0 and level 1, this is very important, listen. Whenever you decided you would like to use the same record in level 0 and level 1, level 0 information is always read only. And make sure that particular employee ID which you are placing in level 0, it's always mandatory. Now, insert a scroll. Locations. Add effective date. Add location. Save it simply. GE effective date location. You are done. In the level 0, employee ID is there. Level 1, effective date and location. Now, let's try to create a component. Yes, we have to move our business logic to the front end. Add the page to the component. Oh, sorry, page. Now, add a search record. Use your effective data table. Now, save your component. Now, register the component under the same navigation. Better. This is our navigation. Now, I will use the same permission list. Finish it. You're done. Now, go ahead and try to open it. This is your effective data table. Have you observed? There is nothing. Why? Because there is no data in the backend. Now, we will try to add our data, the same data till this. Okay. ABC01 is the employee ID. ABC01 is the employee ID. Have you observed? This employee, it is stating the system date. Forgot about it. 1/1/2015. One mistake we did it. We have not selected in the component level. We have not selected the update, display all, and correction. Whenever we did this mistake, you have to do the same in the permission list level. People tool, security, permission list. That means it's an effective data component. That's why choose all the actions. Now you can correct the mistake in the permission list level. We know the permission list. That's why I'm directly going with the permission list. Administer base benefits. This is our component. Compensation. Okay. It is not giving the authorization.
Isn't it a different page? It's not a compensation page.
No. It's not a page. It's a component I'm talking about. Component level. Component level I'm talking about it. Okay. Okay. Then what we can do. Okay. Do one thing. I will try to create a menu for you. Yes, you already asked about it. A menu. Whenever I'm trying to create a menu, it's a standard menu. Here is the menu. Double click on this dotted line. It's a bar item. Okay. Custom. Under this bar item, menu item properties. Effective dated locations. This is a menu item. Which one you would like to add? Component. Yes, I am adding it as a component. Okay. My component is, that means I am directly adding my component here. Okay. Effective locations. Let's say I need a little different name prior to the component. Effective locations. Component. This is the one. GE effective dated location is my component. Click on OK. Effective locations was added. Now I am saving my menu. GE custom underscore menu. Have you observed one thing? Now you added this component to a menu already. Now what I will do, I will register this component again under the different menu. I am unchecking this checkbox. Why, Venkat? Why? Because add this component to a menu, it's not required. Why? Because you already added your component to a menu. Select the menu, that's it. GEE underscore custom menu. Next. Effective locations. Have you observed here? 4 options. Check it. Add, update, display, all, and correction. Now it should work. Yes, it's completed. Just sign out and sign in back. Effective locations. Now try to add our data. ABC01. Now you see update display, include history, correct history. Include history is nothing but update display all. Correct history is nothing but correction mode. Now the very first date I am adding 2015. Where he is in India. Second row of data 2016. He was in USA. Third row of data 17, he is in Canada. Fourth row 1/1/2018 USA. Save it. Now go ahead and check it. 4 rows are there in the database. Now I am trying to enter into the component. Sorry. How many rows it is displaying? 1 row. Venkat, we added 4 rows. Both of you, have you observed?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to do view all.
Where, okay, view all is disabled. There is no view all. Why? Because it is showing only 1 of 1.
Oh, 1 of 1.
Why? Why? Because you are in which mode? Update display mode here. In update display mode, what are all the rows it will display? Current and future. It won't display history for you. That means system is deciding this is the current row. These 3 are the history rows. You are not decided. Manually you are not decided. System is decided. Now try to add these 2 future rows. Okay, add a new row. 15, 2018, he will be in India. 1 more row, 19 USA. 01/01/2019 USA. Save it. Yes, we successfully saved it. Okay, come back again, come back again. How many rows it is displaying? 3.
Here
Am I
it's
right?
showing one by view all in the yes.
View all, also it is displaying only 3. Here itself it is showing 3 of 1 of 3, not 1 of 6 in the database. Why? Because again go to the spreadsheet. You are in which mode? Update display. Here update display mode. Update display mode will display current and future only. Is it proved to both of you? Is it proved?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what we can do in the update display mode? We can display current and future rows, but we can't modify the current. Try to do it. This is the current row. Cannot change the current or history records. Try to change the future. This is the future row. No bother. It will accept. First mode is clear. Next mode, update display all. What it will do? Simply it will display all rows, 1 of 6 now. If you see, this is the history row. This is the history row. This is the history row. But what it is, it will display all types of rows, but still here also you can modify only future. Try to modify the history. It won't. Try to modify the current. It won't. Try to modify the future. It will. Venkat, why? Why PeopleSoft is restricting to modify the current and history? Simple and straightforward. You are in California right now. You are in California. You was in New York. You are going to Washington. In these 3 statements, you can't change the history. You was in New York. You are in California. You are going to Washington. But you can change your future plan at any point of time. Tomorrow you are going. Yes, today night you can cancel it. That means in any of the scenario, yes, there is a provision. Yes, it is meaningful to modify the future row. There is no meaning of modifying current and history. Very occasional scenarios. Some wrong data entered in the system. Might be there is a choice. Might be there is a chance. Am I right? In that particular scenario only, you will use the correction mode. Now, include history will display all types of rows, but it will allow you to modify only future. In the correct history, you can modify the future. Save it. You can modify the current. Save it. You can modify the history. Save it. PeopleSoft is designed a functionality like this. It will clearly directing you in which mode you are. That means if you are trying to modify the current row, it is restricting you. It is telling you, you can't modify the current row. Please confirm you are modifying the current row by click on correct history. Then user may understood, oh, okay, by mistake I am modifying the current row. I have to modify the future row. This is the beauty of effective date. In this effective date logic, simply what you did, you added a field effective date in the record and you checked the two action modes in the component level, update display all and correction. Do you believe most of the PeopleSoft components are effective dated? Most of the PeopleSoft components. Whatever the information you are able to see in the modify person, you see correct history. Now let's try to change it. It's saved. It's not effective dated. But here it is effective dated. It is effective dated. Have you observed? It is not effective dated. That's why it is allowed me to change it. Now also, it's allowed me to change it. But this biographical history is effective dated. I am changing it to unknown. It won't allow me. Like this. Not only the personal information, job information, job data. Open the job data of this employee. It will show you one row of data. Let's try to make correct history. 4 rows are there. In the update display, it's only showing only one row. Okay? Like this. Now, have you understood the importance of this concept and usage of this concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Subhash?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, quickly, in the component, we have one more tab, internet. You can ignore the remaining properties. Those are not much important. Every time, whenever I'm coming on to the search page, it's displaying search data first, next add data. I can change it now. It's simply a search page modification. Observe carefully, there is a box search page. Every time search, now every time I'm going to the new option I decided. Here, every time it will display new first. Next, I have to go to the search. Manually, I have to go to the search. Earlier, it's different. Simply, very, very simple difference. Every time it is showing the search action is update display. Yes, by default, it is showing the search action is update display. You can enter into the component by selecting this include history. It will display in the include history mode. If you select your component in the correct history, it will enable you to enter into the correct history mode. Here also by default you can select. Default search action type is update display all correction. You can change it. Then every time whenever you coming on to your component, correct history is always checked. Why? Because in your component properties, internet properties, default search action is correction. But make sure you won't change on your own. 100% it will be update display. Next, okay, let us say in our scenario, I am making it's a search key also, our component. Now, every time whenever I am coming to the component, it's displaying search by employee ID, search by effective date. It's displaying basic search mode every time. Now, Venkat, I would like to display all search options at a time as the job data here. Then make your component internet mode. Search lookup type is advanced. Then every time whenever you coming to the component, not this type of display. This type of display. 2 search options will reveal. All the search options will reveal. How many search options are there on the search page? It will reveal. If you click on the basic search, previous mode, advanced. Every time you can enter into the advanced mode. And I'm suggesting, please don't change any numbers here. It's not suggestible. Last one, toolbar. Have you observed save, cancel, return to list, next in list, previous in list? Here it will display. Whenever here, save, return to search, previous in list, next in list, notify, add, all these are coming from these toolbar actions. Venkat, I'm disabling the toolbar. What will happen? You know one thing, nothing will display in front of you. Nothing. Venkat, how can I save my component? Some scenarios may occur. In your client side, they are saying I don't want to display all these buttons. I would like to display only my own two, sorry, my own buttons, two push buttons, submit and cancel. That's it. Whenever I click on the submit, save the component, cancel the transaction. Then in that particular scenario, you can disable the toolbar and you can add your own two push buttons and you can write the code within that. Otherwise, you can remove some of these some of these options. Like this. Save it. Now go ahead. Earlier we can see next in list, something like that. Now very limited numbers, very limited buttons. That means here you are deciding how your toolbar looks like. That means internet page is not that much important, but you can modify the search page and toolbar. That's it. Are we clear on this discussion?
Yes, sir.
Can you go back to the page, to the portal? Yeah, I mean to the search page. So here, if we search by effective date equal to so and so, and if they select include history, check include history, what will happen then?
Okay, let's say this is the date. Okay, let's say this is the date, right? Okay, 01/01/2016. Correct history. Search it. Got it? You're exactly targeting the row. Something happened. Why? Because what happened? We made effective date is also a search record. That's why it's behaving like this. Otherwise, for your question also, every time generally effective date won't be on the search key generally. That's why. Okay. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm winding up the session for